Hello students, in this discussion we will look at the pulverized coal firing. Pulverized means like converting into powder. In my earlier talk also I had told like we take our jawar, wheat and all to the flour mill to get it ground. Okay, and after grinding it becomes very powder, like so that we can make rotis, chapatis. Similarly this coal which is in the form of lump, it is pulverized in ball mills, ball and race mills. Different mills are there where the coal is powdered, hit with the steel balls and all, and converted into fine powder. So why it is converted into powder? Because the surface area will increase. When it becomes small particles, the surface, we call it like surface area to the volume ratio. So if the surface area increases, then it will lead to better combustion. And when it leads to better combustion and faster combustion, so the emissions also will be less. So there are two types of air which is supplied, as I told, for this pulverized coal. One is the primary air which carries the pulverized coal and also helps in drying the coal, because coal contains some amount of moisture. And then there is secondary air also which is supplied, which helps in getting the turbulence and helps in complete combustion of the coal. As we have seen in the retorts also, underfeed retort and overfeed retort, both we have primary air as well as secondary air. Okay, so primary air in pulverized coal system, it carries the coal and also removes the moisture. And secondary air which is supplied, which creates the turbulence and also removes, completely burns the volatile matter, carbon monoxide and the unburned coal, so that complete combustion takes place. Okay, so this for large scale power plants, big power plants, this lump system or this stokers will not work, because they are only meant for small plants. As I said, for sugar industries where 10 to 20, 30 megawatt plants are there. But large steam power plants nowadays around 500 megawatt each, 650 megawatt each, they all work on pulverized coal system. Okay, so the pulverized firing system depends on the boiler types of coal, cost of coal, type of load. See, loads are also like a constant load and fluctuating load, then load factor and availability of people. So this kind of pulverized coal system is not suitable for or economical for small power plants. So what are the advantages of using pulverized coal? So first is a wide variety of low grade fuels can be used, like low grade coal, as I said, which contains lot of ash, that can be used and burnt easily. Then greater surface area is exposed to combustion, hence combustion is faster and efficient. The system is free from clinker and slagging problems. The combustion control is easy because it is in powder form. You can control it, the flow easily, and hence system gives fast response to the load changes. So in case of high power requirement or low power requirement, you can change the flow rate easily because it is in powder form. Then preheated secondary air can be used. And the secondary air, as I told that flue gases, when they are going out, the heat is recovered. So that recovered air heat is used for heating the secondary air. So which will help in rapid flame propagation and faster heat supply to the boiler. Then the pulverization system is outside, so it can be maintained or repaired without affecting the combustion process, and it has a very high rate of heat release. Okay, its banking losses are lower as compared to stoker firing. So here the losses are less because it is almost all completely burnt, whereas in lump which we use for stoker firing, there some amount of coal can remain unburnt. And it can be started immediately from cold, and it is almost like smokeless combustion. Whereas the only disadvantage is because it is very now pulverized, so the capital investment of the system is high and require additional equipment for pulverization and all, and its operation and maintenance costs are also very high. Then it produces fly ash actually. because it is very fine, so it will produce fly ash and dust, and it requires, like nowadays due to environment pollution control norms very stringent, so you require fly ash removal equipment like ESP, that is electrostatic precipitators. Now actually Government of India, that Pollution Control Board, has made it mandatory to have these ESPs. The chance of explosion are high as coal burns like a gas. Now because the combustion rates are very high, coal flow rates are very high, it can lead to explosion also. That means the amount of heat generated itself is very high, and that is why it is used in high capacity power plants. The storage of powdered coal requires special attention as it is possible of fire hazard. Now because the coal has become powder, so it is like definitely a potential fire hazard. So special control has to be, care and control has to be taken. Then skilled workers are required for safe operation and maintenance. Okay, air pollution takes place by the emissions of fine particles of grit and dirt, because the fuel particle itself is small. Now the fly ash and all dirt, grit will be there, so it leads to emissions. And the removal of liquid slag formed from low fusion temperature ash requires special handling equipment. In the bottom you will find that slag. So due to the low temperature fusion, and hence it requires special equipment for removal that of liquid slag.